Okay, tell me this doesn't sound wild. The biggest change in my MS recovery didn't come from a fancy drug, a space-age infusion, or even goat yoga. Nope. It came from potassium. Yeah, the same thing in bananas. Add niacin to the mix and suddenly my body was like, let's party, we're healing. Stick around because what I learned will surprise you. And trust me, it's more exciting than watching kale grow. Seriously, give me 6 minutes and I'll flip a few switches in how you think about recovery. Here's the thing, potassium isn't just some background mineral. It literally runs the show. Your nerves fire because of it, your muscles move because of it, and your immune system behaves because of it. With MS, those systems are already walking a tightrope. When potassium's low, it's not just about leg cramps. Inflammation gets worse, nerves misfire, and your repair system throws up its hands and quits. So potassium isn't a side character, it's a lead actor in how your nervous system and muscles behave. Now, before we do a deeper dive into your potassium intake, do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next video. You don't want to miss out when we dive into even stranger MS mysteries. Think ice baths, brain fog fails, and maybe even what happens when you try yoga with a French bulldog. Let's break down why potassium and niacin are such a powerhouse duo for MS recovery. First, imagine your nerves as electrical wires. When potassium is low, those wires start to spark and misfire. Signals get crossed and your body pays the price. This means more muscle cramps, sudden weakness, and that heavy fatigue that just won't quit. For people with MS, it can feel like your muscles are stuck in slow motion or refusing to cooperate. And it doesn't stop there. Potassium also helps keep your immune system in check. When it's missing, inflammation ramps up and your immune cells can go haywire, making MS symptoms even worse. Now let's talk niacin. Without enough niacin, your body struggles to repair nerves. Healing slows down, and damaged nerve fibers stick around longer than they should. Blood flow drops, and old nerve debris piles up, making it even harder for your body to bounce back. It's like trying to fix a road while traffic keeps piling up. On their own, potassium and niacin are helpful. But together, that's when the magic happens. Potassium gives the green light to myelin repair cells. Go, rebuild. While niacin steps in like the cleanup crew, clearing out old nerve debris and boosting blood flow. It's like one is the construction team and the other clears the rubble. Without both, you're basically trying to remodel your house while it's still full of junk furniture. You need both repair signaling and cleanup to create a good environment for healing. That's why I call them the dream team for MS recovery. Niacin comes in different forms and doses, so always start slow and check with your clinician before making any big changes. But when you get the balance right, you give your body the best shot at real, lasting progress. And just when I thought I had it all figured out, plot twist, caffeine. But caffeine isn't the only sneaky culprit draining your potassium. Let's run through the usual suspects. First up, certain blood pressure meds, like diuretics. They're literally called water pills for a reason. They flush out fluids, and with them, potassium. Next, sweating it out. Whether you're running a marathon or just working out hard, all that sweat means potassium is leaving the building. High salt diets? Yep, that burger and fries combo can make your kidneys dump potassium faster than you can say supersize. Alcohol's another one. A night out with wine or beer can leave your potassium tank running on empty. And if you've ever had a stomach bug, vomiting or diarrhea, your body loses potassium fast. Not fun. Chronic stress? That desk job pressure can actually mess with your potassium too. And don't forget heat. Super hot days or saunas can zap your potassium too. I didn't realize it basically flushes potassium right out of your system. So while I thought I was helping my energy with coffee, I was secretly robbing my body of what it needed most. Cutting caffeine was brutal. Moment of silence for my latte habit. But the results were undeniable. Sometimes removing one barrier helps the rest fall into place. If you drink a lot of caffeine, consider tapering and monitor how you feel. Your potassium may thank you. Most people don't get enough potassium. We're talking thousands of milligrams short every day. The target is around 4,700 milligrams, but the average diet barely delivers half. The good news? You can boost your potassium with foods like beans, leafy greens, avocados, and, of course, bananas. But supplements can help too, if you choose wisely. There are different types of potassium supplements, like potassium gluconate, potassium citrate, and potassium chloride. You'll also find multivitamins with potassium, and even natural options like coconut water, electrolyte powders, and salt substitutes. Always read the supplement facts label, and don't forget, natural alternatives like coconut water and potassium-rich salt substitutes can be a tasty way to help fill the gap. But before you start any supplement, talk to your healthcare provider. They can help you choose the right type and dose for your needs and make sure it's safe with your medications. Balance is key. Small, consistent changes, whether from food or supplements, are what move the needle over time. When I started actually tracking and raising my potassium intake, everything shifted. Restless legs? Gone. Muscle spasms that felt like I was auditioning for Riverdance? Calmed down. My walking, my biggest struggle, started to smooth out like freshly ironed socks. And it wasn't some magic overnight thing. It was the steady, daily consistency that built up over time. Tracking matters. Small wins compound. Little gains add up into real-life changes you can feel. Which brings us to the next chapter. Why pairing potassium with niacin matters. Bottom line, potassium isn't just some boring mineral. It's one of the most overlooked keys to MS recovery. Add niacin and suddenly you've got teamwork on your side. Stay tuned. The next video might just flip another light switch on in your recovery journey.